from that point, I did follow, what would you call it, the narrow vision of the lawyers, ultimately, you know, might be a tunnel view of life.
I'm sure expanded that vision.
I'm in a dark zone, my
Yeah,
friend,
well, we
not
all
much
have to
light.
do it.
And expansion is at the cost of, I don't know what, there's lots of penalties to seek expansion in an overt manner. It's gotta be covert. It's winning the motion, winning the jury trial. You know, putting a seed, let's say, into the jury's mentality that somehow the system malfunctions. So if you got just a little each time. All right, we're warming me up. And so we're talking, I'm inviting questions mostly, although these wandered a bit, about the camp out of which the book emanated. So people, this is just, you know, preliminary, I'm gonna read some shit, but what, you know, ask me questions, but no, I answered you, can't dominate. But unless you're the only one. Yes, you.
What was the racial makeup in the camp? Is
There
there
in,
a different percentage of people
beautiful.
of color?
Yeah, but one little vignette is what I call self-segregation. And the various ethnics cluster. And they cluster volitionally. I mean, they want to cluster. So you got Asians, sometimes divided, i.e. Chinese versus, say, other, not versus, but and also other Asians, lots of people, you know, from Southeast Asia, and then you have blacks, and then you have Mexican Americans, you have, you know, the long and the short, the big and the tall and the hairy. Here's the saddest one, an image of an ethnic. And somewhere in there, it's also told. The South Sea Islanders, they're big guys. They can be from Hawaii or Guam or Samoa, and they get caught up in the speed trade and they do some fucking heavy time. They can least tolerate time. Oh, it's so heavy. See, other ethnics, oh, they're kind of social and, you know, it's an ordeal, but we'll get through it. At the camp, I'm talking camp. But even at camp, they want to sleep their way through it. It's a bad dream. And one of the vices is sleep. I will sleep 40 fucking years. When I get out, I'm gonna kill my lawyer. Some shit like that. But it was sad. It was really sad to see, from my perspective, these people that, you know, live under warm sun, blue skies, and oceans, and they're suddenly constricted, confined like a dog. You know, because a lot of them coming out, as I said, from the main prison, they're transitioning to parole, or what they call supervised release now. So that is a sad spectacle. The ethnics get along. Everyone is a bit over friendly. They don't want to go back, you know, they don't want more time. They see the light at the end of the tunnel.
The baby's not liking it.
So everyone seems to be on, but you know, they socialize, work assignments, together. I'm lucky because I represented all my life discriminated people. So it was, I went down there and I lost one an acquittal in the major Chinese alleged murder. And Jesus, I got all the Chinese, you know, like, and sometimes in broken English, because a lot of them speak like English. They Ecker. Oh, I love you, man.
Howdy.
Oh boy, where's Bill? Pardon?
He's sick with the kids.
Oh boy. So where was I?
So the mix in the camp.
So I could go from table to table. It was really a beautiful thing. I could go from the black table to the white table, you know, to the Asian table, and really made probably one reason, you know. You can say that in a minute. I like signed it.
So the camp was a mix of people like you who are like, quote, low-level offenders.
No, you didn't listen. Some dudes have done fucking 40 years,
No, that's what I'm
and
saying.
they're being transitioned out, so they're short-termers.
Right, so that's what
They've got a little bit left,
So it's a
but they're
mix.
still fucking zombies.
Right, but it was a mix of you, of folks who had already done a lot of time and were transitioning back
And,
out.
snitches and white collar types and, you know, people like me, I'm just in this need, and a few demonstrators, a few people who picked up federal misdemeanors for some form of public outcry.
So there wasn't a lot of the interactive, intergroup violence.
Well, there could be. You know, in Spanish, we have beloved, it's very high in the Norteño or the Northern Structure. But they're all in their best behavior. There's a way of smuggling shit in. People go over a defense, just a little fetch, and they go along the river, there's a river, and then they get their shit, they come back, you know? So the beloved doesn't have to do any of that. These people do that.
Check that basket in the door.
Interesting. Oh, no, it's fine. I think we're ready. Yeah. Peter has to. Hey, man, come on in. I have a chair. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Might be a little. That's for you. Shall we get the show on the road? Okay. Let's get one officer. Come on back first.
Please pretend we're on meeting.
Okay, I think we're about ready to start. My name is Peter. I'd like to welcome you all to City Lights. Before we begin, if you could so kindly deactivate your communicating devices so we don't have a mishap in the middle of this wonderful presentation. As many of you know, City Lights is a publishing house as well as a bookstore. Behind this wall are our editorial offices. We publish anywhere from 10 to 15 books a year, from poetry all the way through to literary translation, current events. We've published new books coming up from Angela Davis, Noam Chomsky, Howard Zinn, and many, many others. I encourage you all, please check out our website. Also, we have a wonderful new blog site where we've got some of our favorite writers and some of our very own City Lights published authors doing interviews and writing essays, and it's really an exciting time for us. Coming up on our 60th anniversary next year. With that said, this is really an utter delight to have Tony Serra here in the house with us tonight. Not only is he one of the Bay Area's living treasures, I mean, he's somebody who really walks the walk and truly practices what he preaches in a field that can get very, very down and dirty, and he has somehow managed to maintain his integrity all these years. He's really the epitome of, I think, what we here at City Lights would call truly a countercultural hero. For over 45 years, he's been representing in the courts of law members of the community that have been pretty much sort of at the, disenfranchised level, whose voices have been stifled, and just really out of principle has stuck with them. And as a defense attorney, I mean, he's generously supported many different causes and has kind of stuck to his ideal of what justice should be. He's never wavered and has really stuck to his principles. And he's represented such notables as Huey Newton, the Black Panthers, Choi Soo Lee, Hootie Croy, Brownie Mary, the list goes on. He's also the recipient of many, many awards. The ACLU's Benjamin Dreyfus Civil Liberties Award, the Gideon Equal Justice Award from the SF Public Defender's Office. He's also been given the Lawyer of the Year from the Criminal Trial Lawyers Association, and many, many others. Tonight, we are celebrating the release of this wonderful new book, Walking the Circle, his Prison Chronicles, which is out on Grizzly Peak Press. So, please, without much more ado, our dear friend and hero, Tony Serra.